probably have taken like 2 years off my life.
Does anyone else feel a sense of sadness and regret? I wasn't sure. I got mixed opinions when I asked on Instagram.
I had a feeling you'd come back and save me.
Morning guys, today is Zach's birthday, hence the birthday cake. He's currently on a nice little birthday walk. He actually took the day off from work, which is great. Very happy for him, but I wanted this cake to be a surprise and now he's home and it's hard, so I tried to time it. This whole place reeks of spice cake. Like, it is a great smell, obviously, it's amazing. But like, there's no escaping the fact that there is a cake in the oven and he's going to be coming back from his walk any second and I want it to be a surprise. So here's what I did. I lit this like spice candle. So hopefully he'll come in. I'll be like, doesn't this candle smell amazing? And I'm just crossing my fingers. Oh my gosh, my mom is calling. There's been a huge dress fiasco if you watched the last vlog. Let us see what there's just so much going on. But unfortunately, it's not a surprise. Zach knows all about it. The candle trick, by the way, was successful. He came home and was like, yeah, the candle does smell great. But then the oven ended up going off. Like, cause Zach is like a kitchen lingerer. I feel like he gets spent all day in the kitchen. He just really feels happy there with access to all of his foods. But yeah, so he was just lingering in the kitchen. The oven went off. I didn't know what to do. I can't just keep it in the oven. It's gonna burn. So he knows about it. I love birthday surprises, and there's one down the drain, but the call I got from my mom, oh my gosh, it has been a crazy time planning this wedding. She, if you watched the last vlog, you know, bought a dress that she cannot wear. It's just like all see-through in the back. She didn't know about it. She didn't think to look at the back of the dress, which she was trying it on alone. Why would she look at the back? The front looked great. Well, she can't wear it. And the kicker is, it is non-refundable. It was a final sale purchase for, I don't even know why. And they ended up, she went back today, giving her store credit. So at first she was like, oh my gosh, what the heck am I gonna do? Because the only thing they have there are dressy dresses. It's called like Estelle's Dressy Dresses. But we ended up doing a whole FaceTime where I picked out the necklace I'll wear for my wedding, the earrings, a purse, and then a hair piece. Something that maybe I can like throw in my hair if I do some sort of updo. I still have to figure out what I'm doing with my hair, but all good. Everything with this wedding and buying a house has just been so stressful financially, and I already know people are going to comment like, then don't buy a house, don't have a wedding if it's going to be stressful. Listen, these are all things, yes, I can afford and I want to enjoy, but there's no getting around the fact, no matter how much money you have, no matter how much time you've spent saving, it's stressful to write bigger checks than you ever have in your life. I'm the type of person who freaks out about spending like $10, so to suddenly have to write all of these big checks and spend all of this money, like, it just, I'm not used to it, to say the least. And I actually recently enrolled in what's called the Wealth Accelerator program. I'm only about a quarter of the way in, but oh my gosh, this is something I wish, and I have no regrets, I didn't know about it then, but I wish more than anything I would have done this like 5 years ago, right when I got out of school, which basically, for those of you who don't know, it was created by Deeper Than Money, which is a financial literacy company, and I am so excited I get to work with them on this video. A lot of you guys have probably heard of them in some way, shape, or form. For example, I've listened to and loved the podcast, but they also have blog posts and audio courses, master classes, and then the one I'm taking right now, this is like the creme de la creme, everything you need to know when it comes to money and finances and basically everything you weren't taught in school. It's called the Wealth Accelerator. It is a 12-week program where I'm about, I'd say, a quarter of the way in. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe how much I have learned already. Like, one of the first things, for example, was all about opening a high yield savings account. Why didn't I know about this sooner? And why didn't I know how? Anyway, I have seriously been obsessed. They actually reached out to offer me the training for free, and then if I liked it, to talk to you guys about it. Oh, it's broken down in a way that has never been presented to me before. When I think of finances and when I've seen it in the past, like for example, when I quit my reporter job, I was trying to figure out retirement savings, right? Like, do I open a Roth IRA or an IRA, this or that? When I'm seeing it on Google, when I'm seeing it in like these blog posts, it's just so hard for me to digest. Chloe is who basically runs the whole program. She created Deeper Than Money several years ago to help other people either pay off debt, grow your wealth, really just become more knowledgeable, more comfortable. For me personally, one of my biggest goals is to not be so restrictive with money. And that's what I love so much about this program. They're not telling you, give up your Starbucks coffee and then you're gonna become a millionaire. No, it's actually very unrestrictive, where they work with you personally when it comes to the Wealth Accelerator to figure out what's gonna work for you. How are we gonna get you to this goal in a way that makes sense to you? And Chloe, by the way, the head coach, she actually made it a goal to become a millionaire by 27 years old. And she's been there, done that. She graduated college, I think like $36,000 in debt. And she ended up not only paying it off in 18 months, but then growing her wealth. And that's what's so cool about this program. You could be anywhere in your financial journey. You could have $0 in your bank account and you wanna grow that. You could have negative money in your bank account, you're in crazy debt. Or you could even be making so much money, but you just don't know what to do with it. You don't know where to go from there. And oh my gosh, it's just so in depth, and I've just never seen it presented in this type of way. As for signing up, the interesting thing is if you go on their website, I'll leave a link below, there's no option that says sign up now, buy the program now. They actually want to hop on a call with you first, find out your goals, and find out, is the program right for you? How are we going to reach your goals? Can we reach your goals? And from there, it's personalized to work for you and what you specifically need, because obviously we're all on our own financial journey. So if you guys are interested, I will have that link below. The next round kicks off the first week in July. So you have until July 5th to enroll, and every time they do this, it's sold out. So if you guys are interested, I would hop on this now. Like I said, it's not even a commitment right away. They want to meet with you, see your goals, and then see how they can help you. How can they make sure you hit your goals? And if you mention you heard about this program through me, you will get a free 20-day audio course called Hot Girl Finance that you can listen to maybe on the treadmill, on a hot girl walk, during a workout, whenever. And I love that they also have free resources as well. Like the Wealth Accelerator is definitely for if you're really trying to transform your finances, but really just transform your life. So I'll have all of that information below. If you have any questions, you can reach out to me about it, because I'm in the middle of doing it myself. But so far, my mind is blown at how much I have learned. And yeah, I'm not upset, but it is a little upsetting knowing how much money I have missed out on in the past, just not knowing these things. But whatever. What matters now is I'm finally taking control of this, and I'm excited that I finally feel like I now have the tools to actually truly take things to the next level for myself and ultimately grow my wealth. So it's actually a lot later. I'm about to put the candles on Zach's birthday cake, which this is very pathetic. He likes the cake, to say the least, so he already ate some of it. You know what? It's okay. It's going to be fine. I really want to still put the candles on and present it to him nicely. Fun fact, one of my biggest fears in the world is fire. I don't know what it is. Even when I'm outside, if there's a fire pit or anything like that, I'm never okay. I'm always super uncomfortable. I fear the worst. Okay, Zach, you can come down. Happy birthday to you. We haven't even shown the birthday king in the vlog yet. And you might want to come here and blow these out, because this really stresses me out. I know they're just chilling, but what are you gonna wish for?
I shouldn't tell.
Okay, I talked about in the last vlog, Zach's present that he requested is a pair of shoes. Zach, you are the worst, because I was begging him to send me the link. Decides not to send me the link. Nope, I don't know, and so now he doesn't even have the present on the big day.
You couldn't get me a present by my birthday?
Zach, you
And
wouldn't.
You blame me?
You wouldn't send me the link, but anyway, I'll put it.
Such a Clancy thing.
Okay, but your little gifts, your little ones, are on the table. Which I spoke about it in the last vlog, guys. Don't be oh my gosh, what's it gonna be? These are not. These are just not, you'll see, okay? You'll see. Literally don't get your hopes up. I know you and your diva ways.
You know me. Oh, that's good. We're getting married in a month. Thanks.
It's official, you're awesome. And I feel like you've been needing new mugs.
No, we've been drinking a lot of coffee. Some Snoop Dogg wine.
I saw it, I'm like, this is so Zach. Figured we could pop it tonight. I have to open it. It's your new grill apron. So every time you grill, you have to wear it. It says smoking hot, and I don't mean the food. And whenever we have company over, especially.
Yeah, nice, I'm sure. Everybody will love it.
Including you.
Especially me. Tool set. What comes in this?
Like a meat thermometer, some more like grilling stuff, like a grill set.
We need that, so that's cool.
You've got the full kit and caboodle. What's that? Even a glove.
No, this is actually like probably helpful.
But I thought like it even comes with like little like skewers if we ever wanted to like make our own stuff.
Best birthday yet. Thank you, dear.
You're welcome. And tonight, I believe Zach is going to be using his Grill Master materials to grill himself up a steak because my mom got him these Omaha steaks for his birthday, which was a really great present. So thank you, Mom. On behalf of Zach, I don't really eat steak. I get comments about that. I don't have anything against it. Just growing up, I never liked it. Like, and you know what it is? Like, no offense, Mom and Dad, but like, I really feel like they ruined certain foods for me because they would like bake steak. Like, you can't, Zach, can you please feel me on this one? You can't bake steak.
I did not have to eat baked steak, so I would agree that you probably should have baked.
Yeah, my dad would just be like baking steak and microwaving potatoes, and it's just not it. So I just try to stick normally to like chicken, salmon, cod. I really like tuna. Like, I'm just not a red meat person. However, if like red meat was the only thing in front of me and I had to eat it, no big deal. Like, it's not like a crazy like, oh my gosh, I couldn't eat it type thing. It's just I've never really loved the way it tastes.
Hello, Ramona. I can't shake the simplest feeling beyond the ghost. We stand on the opposite shore.
Morning, guys. I am doing what I do best, aka arriving at appointments way too early. This is embarrassing. I'm 34 minutes early for an appointment, and I probably have taken like 2 years off my life where I'm not living my life. I'm just waiting because I arrive places so early, but it makes me feel secure. I don't want anyone ever waiting on me, so it's fine. I'm actually going to get my B12 shot today. A lot of you guys have asked if I still keep up with that, and I found a couple of providers here in Cincinnati. It is so freaking bright. I think I read that blue eyes or lighter eyes are more sensitive to light, and I believe it because I am like a newborn child when the sun is out. Like, I can't even open my eyes, but I found some places where I can get B12 shots. There's just no way I'm giving them to myself. It's just not happening. So I went exactly 2 weeks ago from today. So I'm on like a twice a month schedule. And then I think I'm going to try to switch to once a month and see if that's enough. But I've been feeling great lately. I've had a lot of energy. I've been feeling great. Like, and I really think also my sleep routine has a lot to do with it. I just like going to bed earlier. I like waking up earlier. It's just how I'm happiest. So I've been really happy about that. But this morning I woke up to some not so great news. I got a text from one of my friends, Ariel, who is currently in Tokyo. She lost her father a couple of years ago. If you guys remember, Zach and I went to Boston for a wedding. It was her wedding to Zach's childhood best friend, Kevin. And 3 months before the wedding, her father unexpectedly passed away, and they were so close. And the one thing that she has that really reminds her of him is the ring he used to propose to her mom. It's very special to her. It means a lot to her. And unfortunately, they lost it in Tokyo. It kind of just fell out of Kevin's pocket. He was holding it for her because it was hurting her during a workout class. She is not a social media person. She has never made a TikTok in her life, but she texted me this morning saying, this is her last hope. She put together a TikTok video. I'm just really hoping someone can find it. They're in touch with the Tokyo police and everything. I'm editing this vlog. I just got back from a run, but are you ready to have a little hope for humanity? Because they found the ring. A stranger found it. I think like the Tokyo train station, turned it into the police. I mean, that's a diamond that someone could have kept, someone could have sold, like thousands of dollars, and they turned it in. And like, I have the chills as we speak saying this, so she got the ring back. But anyway, I'm going to go get my B12 shot. I kind of dread it. It does hurt a little bit sometimes. It depends. It varies every time, I guess, just based on where they do it. But I'm going to do that. And then I'm kind of at like a little outdoor shopping center. I might poke around a little bit. I have a Victoria's Secret like what's it, like a promo card. It's $20 off a $50 purchase. So I don't want to like be obligated to use it because we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. I just spent $200, but I'm not even mad about it because I'm very excited about the things I got, and I was going to wait till I got home to show you, but you know what? There is nothing better than a car haul. First, we'll start with Victoria's Secret because that's where I went first. I did have that promo card, I must say. So I actually got fitted for a bra. I feel like I never know what size bra I am. Like, it's just, it changes. So I'm actually smaller than I have been in the past, which I'm not mad about at all. And I told them, listen, I just want a comfy bra. Like, I'm so over bras that have like wiring and push up and this and that. Like, I just need comfort. So I got the t-shirt bra. It's as comfy as it sounds. And then when it comes to undergarments, I know it's fun to be like, ooh, pink and colorful. And I remember when I was younger going to Victoria's Secret pink and getting the underwear deal and picking out like underwear with watermelons and then stripes and polka dots. But at the end of the day, I needed to go under my clothing without showing. So nude or tan, whatever you want to call it, is just the way to go for me. And then I also got a bunch of nude underwear, whatever it is, like 5 for $30, the seamless kind, so that I could wear like leggings, workout shorts. It's just the most practical. 99% of the time I need nude underwear, like especially with these like light color dresses, and then also black I feel like is essential. So anyway, now that we got past the interesting stuff, heavy sarcasm, I know that's not really that interesting, this caught my eye. It was on sale. I just think it's gonna be so perfect to wear around my house. It's just an oversized zip up. Actually, I don't even know if it's oversized. I got it oversized. I got a size large because I like them a little bit bigger. I don't want it to be tight. It's just comfy, something to throw on, especially in the summer months when I'm heading to the gym and it's just like a chilly morning, but I don't want to wear a full-on jacket. And then this, I'm very excited about. I mean, the color is so me. I've been wanting more workout tops. I got rid of a lot of mine, I realized before we traveled, because I've been wearing the same 4 shirts to the gym on rotation, which like, who cares? No one's like looking at me. It's not that big of a deal, but sometimes you want to look cute to the gym, and I just think this is so cute. I got a size small in this, and by the way, I can link all of this stuff below if you guys are interested. Next stop was Sephora. I've been on the hunt for a new primer for my foundation, and this came highly recommended. It is the Milk Pore Eclipse Mattifying Primer. I got a sample last time I was at Sephora because I didn't want to just buy the full size if I hate it. I really liked it. They say it's like pore minimizing. I never know if that stuff is true. Like, is it? I don't know. But it makes me feel better that it says that on the box. Then I finally got my hands on a Rare Beauty blush. Their selection was like nothing. Everyone is buying these Rare Beauty blushes. I just have to try it. I just have to see for myself. I got the shade Grace, which I think is going to look super pretty. I can show, oh, I'll do a little, I heard it's like very, oh, you see, that's even too much. Very pigmented, but I think that's gonna be super pretty. I'm already wearing blush, but why not go for the gold a little bit? Someone commented the other day saying they don't think I've gone a single video without saying go for the gold. That's like my saying, and you're not wrong. Oh my gosh, I really like this. I will link this below if you guys want to try. I'm digging it. And this is the matte kind. It also comes in like, I guess, a more dewy, glowy kind, but I like matte because I'd rather add a highlight after rather than like a big dewy mess on my face. Because sometimes I think dewy's pretty, but sometimes it just gets out of hand where it gets out of hand. I got some sponges because the woman said she recommends using some sort of applicator with this since it is so pigmented. These were cheap. I got like 4 of these for $10. And then, I can't believe I have not tried this stuff yet. I finally got the Super Goop Glow Screen. I see so many people wear this like every day of their lives and it looks so good and you're not wearing makeup, and I have to see what the hype is all about. I opted not to get the tinted one. I don't really want, like, I want it to look good, like glowy, but I don't want it to look like I'm wearing makeup when I'm not trying to. So I am very excited, and I feel like I know I'm gonna like it. I went for the gold with like the big guy, because they also had small ones as well, and I like that it's SPF 40. Like, I'm very big on protecting my face. So all in all, this was a very successful haul, not necessarily planned. And an update on my B12 shot, my arm is not doing well. Like, it feels like someone punched me in the arm with knives. That's, yeah. So hoping that settles down a little bit.
This is where I have spent the rest of the day, just sitting, editing. Kind of sucks because today is actually, we have a J. Crew email. It is beautiful outside, 83 degrees. And I realize I never showed you guys our outdoor furniture. We've had it for almost maybe like a month and a half. It definitely took some motivation to build because we went the Wayfair route, which I wasn't sure. I got mixed opinions when I asked on Instagram. Some people were like, don't do the cheap route, like make it last forever, like make it actually look good. If you guys are in need of outdoor furniture, 10 out of 10, it looks so freaking good. Open it up. Okay, and the one thing about our deck is that, as you can see, it's not painted or stained. And this was going to be like one of the first projects we did, staining it so it actually looks nice because I cannot stand this awful color. But when my dad came, he said it's just not ready. Like apparently you have to do some sort of test to see because it's just too new. And if it's too new, it like won't stay. So we have to wait a little bit, but whatever, because I just think the furniture looks so good. You can see we went the sectional route and our deck isn't that big. So this just fits so nicely. I will link it below if you guys are interested. Zach opted for the fire pit, which I'm just giving you a little peek. We actually used it last night and it's just so nice on like a chilly night. I think it was like 68 degrees to sit out here, have the fire on. I also like that it's not a real fire. I think I talked about it yesterday. I just have a big fear of fires, but the big thing is, if you do buy your outdoor furniture online, make sure it is deep, because there were some pieces, I saw the reviews, it's like a kid set where you could see I'm sitting all the way back. It was actually like this, so you literally can't sit back. And I just love how this fits a lot of people. We've got our grill, and obviously what's most important is that it's just so freaking comfy. And then if I walk downstairs, if I want a little bit of shade, oh my gosh, actually, I think this is what I'm gonna do once I finish editing. Just sitting in my egg chair, reading a book, like this is so perfect, and I love that it has the deck that puts it in total shade. Sometimes I want the sun though, and that's why the upstairs deck is perfect, but like this is just so magical. And technically the outdoor furniture isn't even complete because we have one little side table that we still need to build. It's in here. There's no excuse. We kind of just got lazy. And then also, speaking of lazy, guys, this is a brand new air fryer because the one I used, Kasori, actually had a recall. Apparently, I don't know what was happening with some of them. Maybe like they were exploding or something, which sounds crazy. I don't think I'm in any imminent danger right now. I just truly don't. So I haven't really been rushed to unpack this, but like I literally all I have to do is unbox it. I don't know why it is taking me so long to do. You know when you have so much on your to-do list that you just become like weirdly lazy with certain things. It's weird. Like I almost get overwhelmed where I don't know, like I just like revolt and I won't do anything. And I've got another shipment of books my mom sent. She's been sending some of my old books from home so that I can fill, drumroll please, the bookshelves here. We still are waiting on those custom doors to come. They should be coming maybe next month, and then my dad will install it when he visits for the wedding. But we're getting there with the books, slowly but surely, and it's so fun, like a blast from the past, seeing some of my favorite books. My Sister's Keeper, I hated this one. Like, literally, don't recommend, do not. A lot of news books. This one was really good, all about Kate's life. And Zach's looking all sporty and athletic as a 31-year-old. How did you feel waking up this morning?
61.
Oh, he hasn't been feeling great. He's about to go to the chiropractor.
No, it was a nice birthday with cake and steak.
Yeah, that's what we kept saying. Cake and steak and
kisses. Is that what he said?
I was about Snoop Dogg wine. And kisses. People are gonna be like, what?
It was a joke we made last night.
Oh my gosh, wait, you actually look tan, Zach. You were in the sun for like 2 seconds. That is so crazy about Zach. And what nationality are you again? He never knows.
Polish and German.
He has the skin of a god, where he goes out in the sun and just becomes like a bronze god.
Did you get tan?
Yeah, but not like you.
Did you tell them I heard you saying 10 out of 10 with the Wayfair. You didn't really give them the full picture.
Well, Zach spent a whole day building it.
Yeah, it took 7 hours to put together.
But Zach, can we please confirm the fact that while you were building it, I was doing other things around the house?
Yeah, but that doesn't mean that...
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying this is going to look so bad. People are going to be like, why didn't she help? We were having friends over that night, and we had to kind of like divide and conquer. I had to clean out our garage while Zach worked on the furniture. It literally took him a full day. So there's that. But like, come on, it looks so good. So like, all in all, I would say it is worth it. The fire pit was a separate purchase from Wayfair, but that was also worth it too. And then obviously we have our grill, and I love it so much. And I love, now that the trees are all coming in, I guess the better view can be over here. Or no, wait, this is my favorite view in the morning when I'm coming downstairs. Like, it just looks so serene. I don't know, like, I've just always wanted to have like a view from my house, like, or just like a peacefulness. I don't know, like, I just never wanted to be looking straight into my neighbor's house, like, you know what I mean, if it's just like right next to each other. And so this is just like honestly a dream come true. And that was something that was like loosely on my house buying list. It was certainly not a requirement, just because I feel like it's kind of hard to get and like kind of hard to control, but I've just loved it here so much, especially after my dad came and just like went to town and just transformed this entire room. And if you remember, he accidentally broke the TV we had in here just when he was working, which he literally just like bumped into it. They're so sensitive. We're actually so happy he broke it, because this TV just like looks so much nicer. It's like very sleek and thin, and then not to mention like the actual picture is so good. So thanks, Dad, for breaking the TV. Just got back from a hot girl walk. Nothing crazy, just something to at least like get out and move, because my job for the most part is just sedentary. Like, I consider my job to be primarily sitting in front of a computer and editing. Like, when I vlog, that's just me showing you my life, things I would have done no matter what. But my day-to-day job, what I spend hours doing, obviously I don't film this part, like, you don't see it, but it's happening. I'm sitting my butt in a chair for hours, and it's great, you know, just to kick back and relax, but it definitely is a big change from when I was a reporter, where I was just running all around. Like, there were so many days I would hit my move goal, didn't even work out that day. I was just so active as a reporter, going from this story to that story, not to mention a lot of my stories involved running around and jumping and all of those other things. So it's definitely like one of those things where I have to make an effort to get up and move. Like, obviously I had my workout this morning, but I need to be hitting steps. Like, I can't just go to the gym, squat, lift some weights, and then not move all day, just because that's not really healthy. So I definitely have had to go out of my way to make that happen. It's obviously so much easier when it's nice outside. Like, the winter is just so hard. And now I've earned it. I'm gonna read for about like a half hour before I start dinner, which the book I'm reading, I'm only like 10% in. So far, I'm really liking it, and so many of you guys recommended it. It's called On a Quiet Street, and it's like a thriller type. Because one, don't I read thrillers? Like, literally, all I read are thrillers or biographies / autobiographies / memoirs. So far so good. I'll obviously do the full review on my Instagram stories. You guys know the drill.
Morning, guys. I'm currently parked outside Burn Boot Camp. This is the one place where I do not arrive early. You know how I always arrive so early for things? It is 7:12. Class starts at 7:15 on the dot, and here I am. But there's no point in getting there too early. Like, I hate just awkwardly sitting there and like stretching, and yeah, anyway. But I see the doors open, and that can only mean one thing. We're going to be doing a lot of running today, and like, I like running. I actually really like it, but I'm like barely awake right now, and just the thought of it is upsetting. So let's see how this goes. That was somehow worse than I even expected. Like, we only ran 2 laps outside, which is not a lot for a conditioning day. It was just, I don't even know what just happened, but it feels good to get it done. And honestly, like, I feel like when I go so tired, not tired, but I'm just like, I barely am like awake, because I give myself no time in the morning purposely. Like, I don't want the time. I wake up at 6:40. That's when my alarm goes off. I'm out the door by like 6:55, 6:56, and then my burn boot camp is at 7:15. So like, I don't necessarily have a morning routine before the gym, but now I'll go home. I'm actually outside Kroger. I'll go home, and then I have that relaxing morning that I dreamed of like all those years I was a reporter, just because when I was a reporter, like, it was just go, go, go. I didn't get to sit around with a cup of coffee or watch the news. I was the news. Like, obviously I wasn't the news, but you know what I mean. I was waking up before the news went on. And by the way, I am currently driving Zach's car because he had to go to Dayton. It's a whole complicated, do I even explain it? He had to go to Dayton for a doctor's appointment. I didn't even tell you guys, he took off this entire week from work just because he has so many, not only medical appointments, but he has just so much to like figure out, you guys know we've been trying to like figure out what's wrong with him, and so many of you guys have been sending me such sweet messages and trying to help. Most of what people are sending, like, we've already read about, and it's just not it, unfortunately. It's a nerve thing, I'm pretty sure. But anyway, so he took off this entire week from work. I mean, the thing is, when you're sick and just you're not healthy, having a full-time job and having a full-time trying to get healthy again, it's like 2 jobs, because he is spending so much time at these doctors. I mean, I can remember, like, when my gynecologist appointment would come up once a year, I would have to be planned, like, oh my gosh, like, how can I get into this gynecologist appointment? I have work, and like, it was a stressful thing to come up with one appointment. Like, he has a million, and that's the same thing that happened to my mom with her lupus, and that's why she ended up having to, go on disability, because it's just like, how can you work full time when you have 10 doctor's appointments a week? Like, and it's, you can't just take all this time off work. So he's actually taking the full week off, and like, he also just needs it mentally. So one of his doctors is in Dayton, so he took my car because his car, he thought it expired, like the tags, and he still needs to get new ones, and he didn't want to drive all the way to Dayton with expired tags. I figured I could like sneak off to the gym, it's just not too far away. But then I called him, his plates aren't even expired. We have until the end of the month, so we're all good in the hood. It feels good getting that workout in. And then today is honestly just going to be a huge work day. Filming some close-up shots for a brand, a lot of editing, a lot of just like planning my schedule, because obviously with the wedding coming up, like, I don't want to go on a YouTube break for the wedding at all. What's going to happen is, my videos, I'm going to try to film ahead, and people get upset about that, like, oh, your videos aren't in real time, but I am in such like a crazy point in my life with buying a house and having a wedding that I need to get ahead. And like, that's better than some people just don't make a video at all, and they're like, all right, I'm taking a 2-week break. I don't want that. It's just gonna be a little bit delayed, but it's still all good, guys, okay? Please don't hate me. Also, as you can see, this is a weird angle, but I'm wearing my new Victoria's Secret workout top, and I love it. I don't know if it's specifically a workout top, but it works great for the gym.
It's a couple of hours later. I am feeling extremely relieved because I got a lot done today. Like, it just feels good to check a bunch of things off my list. This planner, by the way, I got from Target. I really, really like it. It was one of the less expensive ones, because you can go pretty expensive when it comes to planners, which I don't know, I just never find that worth it, but I really, really like the way this one's laid out. And I was actually able to squeeze in a facial in the middle of my day, which was kind of weird. It kind of threw off my whole day, but whatever, I'm happy about it. I think you could probably tell I got some extractions done, which the first time this happened, when I got back from my facial, I freaked. I was like, what did they do to my face? They ruined it. Oh my gosh, I didn't even have pimples before I came. No, you gotta trust the process, because it looks bad now, but these are all things that were under the surface and they were going to come out. She basically just like sped up the process, and it's going to look a lot better eventually. You just gotta trust the process. And then right now, I'm actually about to watch the second half of, what's it called? I think it's Bama Rush on HBO Max. A lot of people have been talking about it. So many people say they hate it. What are your guys' thoughts if you watched it? I think people said it wasn't as juicy as they wanted, but I personally knew nothing about Rush or sororities. And I know, like, when Bama TikTok was a big thing, I literally, I'm not kidding, guys, to this day, have not watched one TikTok from that whole thing, because back then I didn't have TikTok. I just was so busy. That was like pandemic time, when like I feel like work in the TV news industry was like really at an all-time high. There was just so much to do. And so I like knew nothing about it. And does anyone else feel like, who's like older, like a sense of sadness and regret? Like, I just feel like it looks so fun, like the Alabama sorority life. I didn't even know that existed. I had no idea. I went to a small liberal arts school in Poughkeepsie, New York, which I loved, don't get me wrong, but I'm getting like FOMO, and it's too late. And not to mention, like, I don't know, I don't even think I would have fit in with any of these sororities, especially in Alabama. It's like the Southern Belle kind of person, it seems like. Not to stereotype, but it just looks like so much fun. And like, I don't know. At my school, like, joining a sorority was kind of pointless, because there weren't a lot of people who did it. Like, it just, and I remember I was debating doing it, and I was just like, I don't want to have to show up to like meetings. Like, I know that sounds so bad, but I'm about to watch the second half of this because I really enjoyed the first. Oh shoot, I don't think we downloaded HBO Max on this TV yet. There's just like so many things we still need to do. It's kind of insane, but yeah, I think I'm gonna spend the rest of the night just like relaxing, hopefully, and not editing. That is the key word here, because I just like can't look at my laptop for like the next 20 hours. Like, I just, there was a lot of editing that went down today. But thank you guys so much for watching, especially if you made it this far. I seriously have just been loving doing life with you, like with the whole wedding planning process and the move, a new house. Like, it just makes it so much more fun hearing your guys' opinions and your input and just your own experiences. So thank you so much, especially if you're someone who comments and leaves messages. Like, it really means the world. But I'm gonna go. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you soon. Bye.